I still remember the quiet lights on the road outside our town, how they flickered like they were trying to tell us not to give up. You laughed at nothing, I pretended I wasn't falling apart, and the window shook with the music we thought would save us. Summer dust on my sneakers, your voice stuck in my head. Every corner feels like somewhere we never got to go. I've been counting every moment since the day we said goodbye. Not because I wanna go back, but because it taught me how to try. The echoes of our promises still move under my skin, like ghosts that push me forward instead of pulling me in. You were the one who said the sky always breaks before it clears. Funny how I didn't believe you until these years. So I'm driving back to the quiet life where we learned the world was bigger than our fears. Even though you're gone from my side, the memory still tells me I'll be fine here. Bittersweet but burning bright, I'm not who I was that night, but the hope we left behind still feels alive. I heard you moved to another city, chasing something new. I guess we grew in different directions, but I'm thankful I knew you. We were messy, reckless, broke, but there was truth in everything we spoke, and sometimes that's enough to keep a heart from closing. If I could talk to the version of me you used to know, I'd tell them losing things is how you learn to grow. And maybe you already knew that. Maybe that's why you let go. So I'm driving back to the quiet lights, though we learned the world was bigger than our fears. Even though you're gone from my side, the memory still tells me I'll be fine here. Bittersweet but burning bright, I'm not who I was that night, but the hope we left behind still feels alive. Under the fading neon glow, I finally feel the part of me you helped me find. And tonight I'm letting go, not of you, but of the fear inside. We weren't strong, we were just stubborn enough not to shatter. Remember the playground behind the school, where we hid from the things we didn't want to feel. You with your chip nail polish, me with my stupid dreams, both pretending we weren't terrified of turning into adults. We were kids who didn't break, even when the world bent us out of shape. We held our fear like a keepsake, but still ran toward the light. Maybe we were a mess, but we tried, and that's more than most can say. You cried behind the vending machines, said your home didn't feel like home. I didn't know what to say, so I stayed. Sometimes presence is louder than words. You told me one day we'd laugh about it. I didn't believe you, but here I am, smiling through the ache. If the world ever feels too heavy for you, remember this: we learned to stand on legs that were shaking. Kids who didn't break, we're still proving it every day. Static on the radio, sneakers kicking dust. You said the world was too small for both of us. We were kids orbiting dreams too big for our pockets, drawing futures on our arms like temporary tattoos.
I still remember the heat of August and how your eyes said run before your mouth did.
We didn't know where we were headed, only that staying still felt like forgetting who we wanted to become. We were satellite youth, flying past the truth, chasing something bright enough to prove we could break through. Even if the sky was cracked, we didn't let the summer pull us back. Yeah, we were reckless, shining, uncool, satellite youth, satellite youth.
You got a job, I left town first. Funny how change never happens how we rehearse. But every time I see a sunburned sky, I hear your voice saying we'd be alright.
You believed in me before I knew how to. That's something I still carry like a bruise. That somehow feels good.
I hope wherever you are, you're still chasing stars, still burning loud like you used to. Some rebellions never end, they just turn into something true.
We were satellite youth. And maybe in some way we still are. We're satellite youth. Still are. And maybe in some way we still are. Night falls, but I glow with the proof of our satellite youth. Satellite youth. glass. Your laughter scribbled in the dark like graffiti. Your graffiti. We walk the back streets of our city. Your hoodie sleeps too long, my thoughts too loud. You said the world felt heavier after 18. I said maybe that's how we know we're alive. Our shadows overlapped under the neon, and for a moment I thought we could outrun the things that scared us. Your words were midnight graffiti, messy, honest, fleeting, written on the walls of who I used to be. I still trace them quietly when the night feels too heavy. Not regret, not pity, just the echo of the kid inside me. Time stole the corners we used to claim, painted over our names like we were never here. But I keep the memory anyway, 'cause some heart doesn't fade, it just moves somewhere deeper. I hope you found a place where your voice doesn't shake, where your dreams don't feel too fragile to say out loud. Your words were midnight graffiti, and they still shine when I'm
Your name lighting on my screen after midnight still hits harder than it should. I hesitated before answering, pretending I had control over anything. Your voice sounded like the old version of us, tired, honest, a little scared of what the night might make us say. You asked if I ever thought about the things we left unfinished. I said sometimes, but the truth is always. A phone call after midnight feels like opening a window to our past lives. Not love, not regret, just two hearts remembering how the hood of your car look like a rewind button to another life. We drove without direction, just letting the night decide. You talked about a future that felt too big for the both of us. I kept glancing at your hands, wondering how many versions of us they held. Rewind the moonlight, take me back to the moment where everything felt possible, not to undo but to remember. The courage I had beside you, bittersweet but burning bright. Rewind the moonlight, just one more night. You left a year later, said you couldn't breathe here. I understood, some hearts outgrow small towns before they outgrow people. But sometimes I still hear your laughter in the curve of the highway, and it steadies me. If hope has a shape, maybe it's the glow we carried when we didn't know we were learning how to let go. Rewind the moonlight, just long enough to feel brave again. The night fades, but you still shine somewhere in me.
The hallway smelled like chalk and sunlight, and everything felt possible after the last bell rang. You waited by the old shoe lockers, kicking the floor like you were scared to start something. I tried to act cool, leaning on the wall, but my heart was louder than the echoes of the hall. We weren't dating, not really, just two kids pretending we didn't need the connection hanging between us. After the last bell we ran like the world couldn't catch us if it tried again. Laughing at nothing, dreaming too big. We were fragile, hopeful, stupid kids. But I'd go back if only to tell the version of me who loved you well that it mattered, even after the last bell. Graduation came like lightning, too bright, too fast, too frightening. You moved away, I stayed put, our future written into different notebooks. I found the courage you always said was hidden in my chest. Funny how losing you helped me find the rest of who I was supposed to be. If our paths cross someday, I hope you smile the same way you did when the playground shadows stretch long. Some goodbyes don't feel wrong, they just sound like growing after the last bell. I'm still grateful for the story we couldn't tell. After the last bell, I'm still grateful for the story we couldn't tell. And somewhere in another timeline, two kids still run into the sunlight. After the last bell, after the last bell.
time I see a skyline, I whisper your name anyway. These skyline letters written in the glow of distance carry everything we never said. Not love, not loss, just the truth that lived between us. Bittersweet, but somehow better than trying to forget her. These skyline letters still follow me home. I imagine you on your balcony, hair in the wind, wearing the sweater I left behind. Do you ever think of me when the trains pass at night? I'm not asking for a sign, just wondering if our shadows still overlap somewhere out there. Maybe if things were different, we'd trace the same skyline. But maybe distance taught us the shape of our hope. Skyline letters, the closest thing to a goodbye we understood. And even if you never read them, I'm glad I wrote every line.
Snow isn't quiet. It remembers every step we try to forget. We walked home under street lamps that made the cold glow like something holy. Your breath was a soft ghost in the air. Mine trembled like a secret I couldn't say. You told me winter made you feel suspended, as if time slowed down enough for us to notice what we normally hide. Snow is not quiet. It echoes the promises we made, and the ones we never said aloud. Even now I hear your voice carried in the hush of falling white. Bittersweet, but somehow right. Snow is not quiet tonight. I heard you moved inland, somewhere the winters aren't so sharp. I hope the warmth helps you sleep, but sometimes I stand in the first snowfall just to remember how your hand fit mine without trying. And if you ever feel lonely in that warmer place, look out the window. Snow might not reach you, but memory will. Snow is not quiet, and I'm grateful for every sound it saved. The radio crackles like it knows our names. You were lightning, short, bright, impossible to hold. I was static, always buzzing, never bold. Together we made a kind of noise that felt like music to kids who didn't know better. We were broken maybe, but beautifully so. Static hearts beating loud, trying to find a signal in the crowd. Even when we fell apart, we sparked enough to light the dark. Bittersweet, but I still say we burned in the perfect way. Static hearts never fade. You said the world was too big to stay scared. I said courage felt overrated, but you pushed me past the things I hated about myself. Funny how someone you lose still helps you grow. If you hear this song someday, I hope you smile knowing you were the first person who believed I could be more than the noise in my chest. Static hearts still glowing in the static of memory. And maybe that's enough. And maybe that's Frost on the windows, breath like tiny ghosts. The kind of night where silence feels like a song. I walk the streets we used to wander after school, laughing at nothing, pretending we were cool. Your scarf wrapped twice around your neck, my hands always too cold to understand what I felt. I never said I loved you, maybe you knew, maybe not, but the memory glows like a Polaroid we never shot. All these Polaroids we never took float in my mind like pages from an unfinished book. Even though the winter's colder now, I feel the warmth of you somehow bittersweet, but I still look at the Polaroids we never took. You left for a city that speaks in brighter lights. I stay behind learning how to survive my quiet nights, but growing up doesn't mean forgetting. I keep the echoes of your voice where it's always setting. Some nights I imagine who we'd be if we'd been brave enough to see what lived between us. Maybe love is just a moment you realize too late. Maybe hope is the thing that fills the empty space. Either way, I'm grateful for the trace you left on me. All these Polaroids we never took, I'll hold them close, not as regret, but as proof we once believed in something tender. And maybe that's enough forever. Winter
still lives in my drawer. Smells like a season I'm not ready to forget. We spent those nights on your apartment floor, cheap rhyming, dim light stories we never told before. You said life felt heavy, I said I'd help you carry the part of you that kept disappearing in the dark. We weren't perfect, barely smart, but we held each other's hearts loosely, like something precious but temporary. It's blue hoodie season again, and I feel you like a soft echo on my skin. Not heartbreak, not regret, just the warmth of something I'm glad I met. If growing up means losing things, and losing you taught me how to begin again. I hear you move someplace warmer, someplace where winter can't corner your fragile hope. I'm happy